everyone. This is Jonelle Ocloo of Lojo Immigration, where we provide you with confidence and clarity with your immigration legal matter. Today, we have a special edition about the diversity visa lottery. We've been getting a lot of questions about it, and the registration period is starting very soon. In fact, it's starting next week. So I wanted to make sure that I answer your visa lottery questions. Now, of course, the question that we've been getting the most is, when can we start applying? When is the entry period? Okay, folks, the entry period for the fiscal year 2021 visa lottery is Wednesday, October 2nd. Okay, so Wednesday, October 2nd until Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. Specifically, because I know that many of you who are watching are located all around the world, it starts at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. So folks, don't wait until the last day. It's probably good if you get somewhere in the middle. The next most popular question is about the passports. This year, there is a new passport requirement, which is that if you, when you are filling out the entry for the DV lottery program, you need to put your passport information. So our second most popular question is, well, what about the spouse and children? You do not have to have passport information for your spouse and children, only for the primary applicant. But keep in mind that if you do not put in all the information as you are required to do, that your application will be rejected. Just keep in mind that it's only one per person, and that if you have a duplicate application for the year, they're going to reject it. There are approximately 14 million people that apply every year for a possible 55,000 visas. So some of you may be wondering, how can I get a better chance? You can put in your entry to the DV lottery, and then your spouse can also put in their entry for the visa lottery and list you as the spouse. Another question we get is, what if my spouse is already a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident? And in fact, when you go to fill in the entry, there's a separate button for I'm married, but my spouse is a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. Otherwise, if you are married, you can work out stuff with your spouse about whether or not they're going to come to America with you or stay in the home country or whatever is going on, but you do need to honestly state what your marital status is at the time that you file, okay? Another question that we're seeing a lot is people are saying that, okay, my passport expires next year. Is that going to be a problem? That's not really something that you need to be too concerned about, okay? At the time you file, you need to have at the time you put in your entry, you need to have a valid passport. So put in your passport information as you have it, okay? And then make sure you keep a copy, okay? A photocopy of that passport, the biographical page showing, your picture, your name, your date of birth, all of that. Keep that. Then if in future, okay, your passport has expired and you get a new passport, you will be able to explain that, okay, this is the passport information I had back in October 2019 when I entered, obviously you can see my passport expired sometime later, and now this is my new passport. The other thing that you want to make sure you keep is your confirmation number from when you do the entry. The U.S. government does not send out letters. Also, the U.S. government does not send emails telling people you've been picked in the lottery, pay this money. Those are scams. The only way you're going to know is if you've been picked in the lottery is to go to the official State Department website, okay, state.gov, the official State Department website, and they have the place where you go to check and see, and you're only going to be able to do that by putting in your confirmation information. So it is so important that when you enter the visa lottery that you keep your confirmation number. I see a question here. Is there a minimum age for someone to enter visa lottery? And the answer is no. You need to have either completed high school level education, okay, or you need to have 2 years of work experience in an occupation, a skilled trade that requires 2 years training or experience. They can submit their own applications. Okay, folks, so there you have it. The information about the Diversity Visa Lottery Program. If you have found this information to be helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share and click to subscribe and look out for more videos from Lojo Immigration. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.